I can start? Okay. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the May 6, 2021 emergency meeting of the Prince George's County Board of Education. I would ask you to turn off all of your mics and cell phones. However, due to the fact that we do not have a quorum to start this meeting, the meeting will not proceed. I would like to make some comments to the general public, though, for your information, why this meeting was called. There's some concerns relative to negotiating and signing off on a contract for legal services. And to date, the following things have happened. On April 28th, a meeting that is subject to challenge because it was not legally convened is before us. The second thing is, by statutes, the CEO must sign all contracts. The third is, by policy, the board chair shall preside at all meetings, sign all authorized and approved contracts. At the beginning of what was supposed to be an executive session, one of the contractors that has been contacted to provide legal services was on the line or on the video. And she stated, I'm not going to say indicated, she stated that she has a signed contract, and it was signed by board member Burrows. That is against policy. I will not go further, but given these apparent legal deficiencies, given that we have these apparent legal deficiencies, the chair called this special meeting to try to rectify these concerns so that we could have legal board counsel. Unfortunately, as you see tonight, we did not have enough colleagues to constitute a quorum so that we could proceed with this meeting. I apologize on behalf of the board for the inconvenience of having you schedule your time to come and hear the concerns or the issues of our board. So there's no meeting, but we can have a discussion at this time. Ms. Williams, you had invited Mr. Stewart, or you said Mr. Stewart would have something to say?
I just wanted to have him give us sort of a quick walkthrough of the normal process for contracting services in general, not necessarily the legal services. There is a need, and then we send out an RFP. So can you talk about that, Mr. Stewart?
Sure.
Just for our information, that this isn't a discussion. It's just for our information and for us to understand the process.
Sure. Thanks for having me. The acquisition process basically starts with our end user developing a requirement, which from there, the requirement gets sent over to the purchasing office for us to evaluate the requirement, making sure that all of the relevant documents are included, and to ensure that there's no language in their statement of work that would be restrictive to any of the contract community. From there, we put together our RFP or an IFB, depending upon if there's a evaluation criteria. If that's the case, then we will have a RFP, but if it's strictly based upon price, we will have an invitation for bid. That bid will go out on the street from anywhere from 15 to 24 days from the time we receive it back from the vendor community. It will go through the evaluation process. If it's price, we'll definitely look at the price and also see if the contractor is responsive and responsible, and we will award to that contractor based upon his low bid. If it's a request for proposal, the technical team consisting of subject matter experts will review the technical responses from all the contractors that have submitted proposals And from there, they would provide their responses back to us in the purchasing office. We will then provide them with the pricing information so they can look at the pricing to ensure that the pricing is fair and reasonable. They will send that information back to the purchasing office if they determine it to be fair and reasonable, along with a recommendation for award to the purchasing director. The purchasing director will review the recommendation, also review all of the documents submitted, and award a contract to the vendor that has been chosen or selected by the technical team based upon the evaluation criteria and price.
Thank you, Mr. Stewart. And since we're not having a discussion, Madam Chair, would you like to relieve us from the meeting?
Well, I don't need a motion because we didn't go into a meeting. So I like to thank the general public for your interest in and your support of the Board of Education. I apologize again on behalf of the board that we did not, we were unable to go into a regular meeting. I look forward, though, for you participating in our regularly scheduled meeting, which will be May 12th. And we changed it from the Thursday because that Thursday falls on a holiday. So again, mark your calendars for Wednesday, May 12th. Thank you. God bless you. Good night.